We are looking at this question. Solve the following linear system of equations. And we have those equations. Okay. So the next thing to do now is for us to, you can see the variable we have here is x, y, z. So that means we have three unknown, and that will be 3 by 3 matrix. So what we do is that we have x, y, z. So we're going to write the coefficients of those variable. For the first equation, the coefficient is 1. First equation, coefficient of y is also 1. For z is 2. Okay, and don't forget to put your x, y, z by the side equal to what you have here, 9, 1, 0. 9, 1, 0. Okay, for the second equation, the coefficients of x is 2, that of y is what, 4, that of z is minus 3. The last equation, the coefficient of x is 3, y is 6, and z is minus 5. So we have succeeded to write it in matrix form, which is the first step in solving linear system of equation if you are using Gaussian elimination method. Yeah, then the next thing to do now is to write the what? Augmented matrix. Write the augmented matrix, which will become, we have 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, minus 3, 3, 6, minus 5. Then you put your slash, your line, then you write your equal value, which will be 9, 1, 0. So that's your augmented matrix. Okay, and don't forget this matrix form is written as what? Ax equal to what? Equal to b. Okay, where this one is your A, that's your A. Where this one xyz is represented by what? The capital X. Okay, the equal sign is what? Is B. Okay, so that's augmented matrix now. Then we now need to do the row operation. Then the next step is what? Is to do the row operation. Okay, and don't forget, next step is what? Rule operation. And when you are doing your rule operation, and then below that must be 0, you can have anything here. So that's what we are looking for. The leading diagonal must be 1, 1, 1. That's the main diagonal. The main diagonal must be 1, 1, 1. And below that must be 0. So that's our target in this rule operation. So let's do that. The first thing we are going to do, already we have 1 here. We want to make sure that this here is 0. This place is also 0. So we are going to make row 1. This is my row 1. This is row 1. The first one is row 1. The second one is row 2. And the third one is row 3. So my row 1 is my base point. Okay. So I want to have 0 here, 0 in this place also. So how do we do that? So that will be row 2 will be equal to row 2 minus 2 times what? Row 1. Okay. Don't forget our row echelon form. This is our target, which we call the row echelon form. That's what we want to get. Okay, that will be the end point of the row operations. Okay, so if I multiply this one by 2, and then that will be 2 minus 2, I can have my 0 here. Also at the same time, since this one is my reference point for now, I can also say 3 minus 3 times this one. So row 3 will be equal to, row 3 will be equal to row 3 minus 3 times what? Row 1. And that will be equal to, let's do that. The first one is my reference point. It's not changing. 1, 1, 2. Then augmented matrix 9. Row 2 minus 2 times row 1. So that will be what? This one times 2. So 2 minus 2, that's 0 here. Also, this is 4. This is 2. This is row 1 times 2. So 4 minus 2. So this will be 2 also. And then this one is minus 3. So minus 3 minus 2 times 2, that's 4. So that will give me minus what? Minus 7. Then I have 1 here. So that will be 1. This one times 2, that's 18. 1 minus 18, that's minus 17. Okay. Then row 3, I said row 3 is what? Row 3 minus this one. That's what my reference point. 3 minus 3, that'll be 0 here. And then here is 6. This one times 3, that's 3. So 6. 6 minus 3, that's 3. Okay. Then also here, this minus 5. Minus 5. This one times 3, that's 6. Minus 6, that's minus 11. Okay. And the final one, 0 minus 3 times 9, that's 27. So that's minus 27. So then the next thing to do now, I want to, since we have a picture in view, we want to ensure that this is what? This is 1, this is 1. So how do we do that? How do we do that? So it's more convenient for me if I can interchange this. I can interchange these, interchange the row 3. I move row 3 to row 2, and I move row 2 to row 3. So it's more easy for me. I can say, then I can have 3 minus 2, then 1 will be here. Okay, just look at that. Interchange row 3 with row 2. This is a symbol for interchange. Okay, interchange them. If you interchange it, 1, 1, 2, 9, minus 27. And they have 0, 2, minus 7, minus 17. So you can now see now I have 3 here. So if I now say row 2 minus row 3, 3 minus 2, I can have my 1 here. So this is what we have now. Then the next one is what? Row 3, row 2 is equal to row 2 minus row 3. Okay? And that will be equal to what? 1, 1, 2, 9, 0, 3 minus 0 minus 0, that's 0, 3 minus 2, that's 1, then minus 11, minus 7. So that will be what? Minus 4 here. And then here also, minus 27, minus 17. That will be what? That will be minus 10 here. Okay, that's 0, 2, minus 7, and minus 17. The next thing to do now is to have this one to be 0 and this one to be 1. So let's see what we can do to that. Let's see what we can do to that. So the next thing to do now, let's get row 3. Row 3 will be equal to row 3 minus 2 times row 2. Because if I multiply this row 2 by 2, then I have 2 here. So 2 minus 2, this will be 0. Okay, also here, I have minus 8 here. If I multiply row 2 by 2, and then minus 7 minus 8, and that will give me a 1 there. So that's achieve my targets. So we now have 1, 1, 2, 9, 0, 1, minus 4. Then row 3, 0 minus 0, because this is 0 times 2, that's 0. So row 3 minus this, that's 0. And this one is 1 times 2, that's 2. 2 minus 2, that's 0. And finally, I have a minus 8 here. So minus 7, minus 7, minus 8. So that will what? That will be 1. That will be 1. Okay. I skip this place. This is a minus 10. And this place is what? Minus 17. Minus 20. Minus 20. So that will what? That will be 3. That will be 3. Okay, so what I'm looking for, that's the echelon rule. This is now the, this is the echelon form. The leading diagonal, the main diagonal is what? Is 1, 1. And below that, 0. So I've achieved my targets. Don't forget, that the first column is x, the second column is y, the third column is what? Is z. So anywhere you have anything you have in the in the column, each of them must be multiplied by what? By x. Okay. And if you are looking at the horizontal, this will be first one what? 1 times x plus what? 1 times y, and then plus 2 times z. And then likewise for second row and third row. So for the third row, I have 1 times z. So z is what? Is 3. This and this equal to each other. Z is 3. Okay, for the third row. Then for second column, I have 1 here times z. That will be z. No, 1 here times y. That's y. Okay. Then minus 4 z equals what? Minus 10. Okay. And have the value of z or z, which is 3, equal to what? Minus 10. Then I can have y equal to what? This is minus 12, moving to the other side, minus 10 plus what? Plus 12. And that's what? Y is 2. And finally, the last line, the first row, that will be x times y. No, 1 times x, that's x. 1 times y, that's plus y. And then plus what? 2z equal to what? Equal to 9. Okay? We have the value for y as 2, and we have the value for z. My z is 3 equal to 9. So then I have x plus 2 plus 6 equal to 9. Then I'll have x equal to what? 9. This one plus this one is 8. Take it to the other side. That's minus. Yeah, this will give 9 minus 8. That's 1. That's 1. Then we can have the x, y, z, and write it in the column form. And that will equal to what? My x is 1. My y is 2. And my z is 3. Okay. Then, what are you waiting for? Why not click on notification bell so that as we upload, you get the opportunity to track the updates of the channel. Okay. And at the same time, also begin to send your comment now, send your question, make your comment to these solutions, begin to type it now, and also invite your friends and family to do likewise. Click across the board the like button. Thank you, and join the next section, next segment of linear algebra equation.